12th of February. Bring that aside, of course, what is making trends now when you come back to our country and in the side of entertainment. For people that thought Alan Skin and Bobby Wine have issues, Alan Skin actually came out and clarified he doesn't have any issues with Bobby Wine. It is just the fans of Bobby Wine who are actually having a problem with him, and they're the ones who are trying to trigger this enmity. And of course, he also had this, he actually clarified this with an interview that he had during during Zina Awards that took place on Thursday last week. And of course, Alan Skin has been actually a very controversial artist, I should say like that, having issues with having issues with cats, having issues with this. And of course, people thought when Alan Skin came out and said he also wants to launch his political party, that's now when people started thinking probably he has issues with Bobby Wine. I don't know whether my producer can put something out there from Alan Skinner that probably I will read through right there. But of course, still, when you put that aside, Azawi came out and of course advocates for peace between Alan Skin and Gaza. Yes, the two have been having issues. There was a time Alan Skin said he's the one who brought Gaza. Figures that came and said Alan Skin is looking at him in a bad way. Actually, in that the first time he wanted to work with Alan Skin, I think Alan Skin became bossy, and now when he brought out the banana hit, that's when Alan Skin came as well begging a collabo with him, of which he didn't allow. So Azawi came out and said, I urge my fellow ghetto brothers, Alan Skin and Figures, to always engage peaceful, and that is peacefully, yes, to engage peacefully. Physical fights are just dangerous to us, and in the ghetto, we can always find peace if it is what we choose. Azawi said that one, of course, after the scuffle that they had to flex during the Zina Awards that took place on Thursday right there. But the guys with fighting, I don't really understand. And when you put that aside, still, what is making trends as well is that Blue 3 was actually meant to have a concert that was supposed to be on Women's Day. These ladies, the three ladies came out, of course, after the performance they had at Sky Hotel and Naguru. That's when they came and declared they will be having a show. And of course, in December 2023, Blue 3 singer, that is Cindy, Leland Mbabazi, and Jackie Chandiru, announced they will stage a concert at Serena Hotel. That is on the 8th of March, which is actually closed this very year. And they claimed that the concert would celebrate female contributions to the Ugandan music industry, which is why they chose that very day, Women's Day. However, reports indicate that the concert has been cancelled and will not take place anymore as scheduled. And of course, allegations claim that the artists failed probably to make an agreement or arrangement with the promoter, who choose to withdraw from the organization of the show. Other sources say that the promoter delayed to book the venue, and of which actually Ronald Mainja as well has a show on the same day in the same venue. And it said Ronald Mainja, of course, signed and paid for the venue earlier than the three beautiful ladies out there. That is Cinderella Sanyu, Leland Mbabazi, and Jackie Chandiru. And of course, that's a bad one. Like, everybody was longing for the girls, and now again, disappointment, boom. And of course, I want to put that aside as well. Precious Remy, media personality, a socialite who has been trending everywhere with her husband. There is a time they were in Arsenal, that is in London. They were all there floating and flying, and of course showing everybody how they were happy. Previously, when people were like, but why is Precious Remy not actually giving us another baby? She had issues with infertility. That is the claims that we had. But of course, just previously, Precious Remy confirms pregnancy of her second child. Of course, a media personality, actress Precious Remy confirms her second pregnancy. And of course, Remy took her tweet hand to share the good news with all the fans who flooded with her tweet with a congratulatory message. She said on her tweet, when I asked Allah, he heard my cries, and guess what? When he says yes, absolutely no one can say no. 2023, I thank you. 2024 is a year. Alhamdulillah is all I can say. Thank you, Allah. That is actually what she tweeted on her handle right there on X. And of course, congratulations, Precious Remy, seeing you carrying a second baby sooner. That is good. And of course, this is her first child with that husband, her guy called Bidewa right there. Of course, congratulations. We never know, maybe it might be twins. And of course, you'll be joining the Right Honorable Speaker in twin fraternity right there. Then of course, when I put that aside, last week there were a lot of claims, Gravity coming out to try to challenge Bobi Wine to put up a hospital in Busabala. Then of course, Bobi Wine did not respond effectively. Then Gravity came out and offered his land to be built a hospital in, actually to support the locals of Busabala and the entire country out there. Then of course, he also requested the president to come and help him support in the construction of the hospital. Yes, but of course, Balaam, in an interview that he had in some local television, came out and said when he met the president has finally accepted, of course, to come and support the construction of the hospital that is going to be at Gravity's land. But of course, they told him, one, he has to first, the team that is supposed to survey the land will first go there. That is actually the guys that build under the army will first go and survey the land. Then after that, Gravity will actually provide with all the documentation to prove the land is his and cleared and surveyed on his names. Then of course the construction will take place. Balaam came and said that President Museveni agreed to Gravity's plea and will be sending his people to inspect the land. He will be then he will then order the army brigade to start constructing the hospital. Of course, he explained that in an interview that he had in some local television. But of course, Gravity has to provide papers to prove the land is his right there, which is good news. By the time the government, the president himself has now come in to give a hand to this, that means it's good news, not only for Gravity, but just for the entire country right there. So that is just what I had for you on my trend zone. A few stories that actually have been making headlines right there in entertainment and as well current affairs. And of course, we had as well from the Vatican update right there. But of course, keep it locked. UCTV, the show is still on. And of course, later on, I have something very beautiful. I'll be showing you the closing ceremony, the performances that took place yesterday. That was at Ivory Coast, when Ivory Coast actually challenged Nigeria with 2-1. That was a big achievement for them. But seriously, how did Nigeria really expect to embarrass Ivory Coast in their home? Oh, this will be coming later on. I'm Rick Sel. For now, let me take you through this musical session. We'll be coming back straight away.